Mute out my computer. I've got it up on the other screen. Okay, guys, welcome everybody. This is Michael Martin, and this is our Tuesday prospecting hangout. We've only got a couple people on the call tonight. We may have one more person in here, so it's going to be real quick. We're just going to, what we use this for is just to kind of so you can meet some of the team members, hear our perspectives, why we got in. We're not going to do any explaining the business opportunity. You can go back to the person that sent you this hangout. They can get you videos and things that can explain that stuff way better than we can. We just like to get together and chat, and share our experiences and share, our journey here and why we love this business, National Wealth Center, right now. So, and before I go into my story, I just want to let you guys know. I just let the guys know here, but this thunderstorm just rolled in. Hopefully, we're going to be good. But if power goes out and I lose you guys, hangout's over. Sorry. But I've been through them before. We're pretty secure, but I just want to let you know that we just didn't hang up on you out of nowhere. So anyway, my name is Michael Martin, and since we only got a couple people here, I'll go a little bit deeper into my story. I used to be a franchisee for Domino's Pizza. Actually, I worked for that company for 22 years. Was a franchisee for the last 10 years or so. First 5 years of that, I was in a partnership, and last 5 years of that, I was on my own. And I ended up leaving that business. I just got sick of it. There was a lot of reasons. There was a family illness that came in, but on top of that, I've been doing this for 22 years, and I was just sick and tired of it, sick and tired of the hours, and I didn't have the love for it that I used to. I'd wake up and not want to do anything, and even though I was making good money, I was successful. I just didn't like the fire in me any longer. So I actually had a 5-year exit plan to get out of that, but I had a family illness that needed my attention, so I sold my store, got out of it, and dealt with that for a while. And then once I came back to reality, I realized I needed something. I needed, to make money. I needed to make money, and so I went like everybody else did, like you did. That you're probably doing, that you've done in the past anyways, is go online and type in something like, make money online. And, to make a long story short, in that area, I had a lot of successes, had a lot of failures. And it really was a learning process for me. I really had to get my mind straight. That's the part I didn't understand. Once I got that figured out, I landed in a business, and I was doing, really well. It's a business I've been in for about 4 years. Now, when NWC came along, my buddy Tom introduced me to it, and at the time I had a business. Like I said, I was doing well, making 6 figures. I wasn't looking for anything else. And he kept, sending me information. I kept saying no for like 3 months. And finally, one day, I decided to take a look at it. And it really caught my attention because the business that I'm in, the other business that I'm in is, more of a one-off sale. It's like direct sales. You make a sale, you get a commission, that's it. Okay? Even though the commissions are big and frequent, if I stop working, the money stops coming in. So I've always wanted something that I can build residual. A program where I can do the work once, and that money comes in over and over and over and over again, right? It's really what we all want. You've heard that saying, you've got residual bills, why not have residual income, right? It only makes sense. The bills are coming in every month. Why not, have something that's going to cover it? So that's what I saw in this program. And I saw my buddy Tom, when he first contacted me, he was making $2,000 a month. The next time he contacted me, he's making $5,000 a month. Next time he contacted me, he's making, $7,000 a month, then $8,000 a month. And, and then once he crossed the $10,000 a month mark, in like 30 days, he really caught my attention. And just disclaimer, is that going to happen to you? Probably not. He's a really good marketer, has a really big network. But what was amazing is the amount of newbies that were coming in and creating residual income, creating $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, relatively quickly, right? And And I kind of dug into it more and tried to figure out, what's so special about this thing? Why is it so duplicatable? And why are people, just attacking this thing? I looked into it, and first it's the low price point, right? It's only 175 to get all in at the residual levels, and you break even on your very first sale. So that's huge, right? You're paying out 175. Your first person's paying you 175. Now you're at break even. So I realized real quickly that this was one of the main reasons why this thing was taken off, because that's a struggle for a lot of people. People get into a business, and I remember back when I first started, to get in the online business, it was, you join something and you have that monthly cost, but the commissions, if for a typical MLM, it's based off of volume usually. You usually have to bring in anywhere from, at least a half a dozen people before you can even get enough commissions to cover your monthly expenses, right? And I know a lot of people, when they join something, they go right into panic mode. They join, they're like, how am I going to cover this monthly expense now? Well, with this, one person puts you at break even. That's huge, because now the pressure's off, right? The pressure's off. You can kick, not kick back, but take a step back, check out all the different marketing strategies that we have, find one that suits the style that you like. Is it going to be free marketing? Is it going to be paid? Make your choices, master one, attack it, start bringing in leads, and start bringing in more sales. And when you've mastered that one strategy, layer on the next. And it's hard to do that when your back's against the wall. When you have 30, when you put yourself in a position where you have 30, 60 days to cover that monthly expense, and maybe the spouse is, poking at you, is this working? What are you doing? All this pressure that you have. Well, one sale and it's gone. Okay, one sale and it's gone. So that's why. So finally, I pulled the trigger. I said, all right, I got to do this. So I took some time from my other business and I plugged into this thing, and just like my buddy Tom, man, it took off for me. It took off. Again, you're not going to do as well as I have, because I've been in this business for a while, in this industry for a while. I've got a big network, but I flew up to about $28,000 in I think 7 or 8 weeks, and about 20,000 of that is monthly residual, meaning I get that every single month, whether I do the work or not. And that's huge. That's something I've never ever had. And just experiencing it, if you've followed, any of my posts, I've posted some things where, I've woken up, to like 8, 9 sales that were all rebills from the previous month. So waking up, getting to my computer, and I've already made $400 or $500, and I haven't even done a Facebook post. I haven't done a single piece of marketing, right? Haven't done anything, and I've already got all this money. I had recently a $2,000 day, and it was a mixture of everything. I had pass ups and rebills and sales and upgrades. It was a little bit of everything, right? But the point is now I can go do some things, just like yesterday. Yesterday's a perfect example. Yesterday I went off and spent the day with my daughter. We went out to a place called John's Incredible Pizza. It's kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese, but more extravagant. And I went out there, hung out with her the whole day, didn't do a lick of work, and came home and I had $200 sitting in my account. I had like 4 sales. 2 of them were new sales and 2 of them were rebills. I mean, there's nothing like that feeling. It's a new feeling for me, because in my other business, I always got to work to make that money. So, and the duplications is continued on. It's just blowing me away, the amount of new people that are coming in this business and making money and making sales, and then their people are making sales, and their people are making sales. The duplication has really, really blown me away. So what I want to do now here is, let's see, let's pick a guy off the, should I flip a coin? I'll just go with the first one that's to my left here, Frank. let's start with you. Frank, just come on and just tell the folks here your experience, what you were doing before you found NWC, and then your success. Because I know for a fact you've had pockets of success before, but you haven't had the amount of success that you're having now. So if you can just go into that at some point, that would be great.
Sure. Thanks, Michael. And I always love hearing your story, man. It's definitely inspirational, and it shows everyone that we have people from all walks of life here and duplicating, and that's the key here, is the duplication. But let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in the network marketing industry not that long, maybe just a couple of years. I started with strictly offline marketing, warm market, and that's what a large portion of people are taught to do when they get into network marketing. Go hit up your friends and family. Well, they don't give you that warning that usually your friends and family, probably your biggest critics to start. And I don't normally suggest that to others, because you're delicate when you first get started, and you still probably haven't worked on your personal development. And getting hit with the people you thought would be the most supportive, being your biggest critics, sometimes is a tough pill to swallow. So, that's where I started. But I'm happy that I got into the industry as a whole. It's definitely founded upon personal development. And I think that's the foundation and the backbone that's going to create any amount of success. So where do you want to start, and what is this business about? Well, NWC is all about personal development, business development, and wealth development. So we have that foundation to build something really powerful, because it's building you up personally as you're building your business simultaneously. You're not going to find that anywhere else. So back to my story is, I decided to venture online. I saw some opportunities out there. I didn't know much about it. I didn't do my due diligence, to be honest with you. And I hopped into one program, struggled with some success, saw someone else online having success with something else. So, like many other people, some of you might be on there right now, I did the same thing. I jumped to another program where I saw an acquaintance having success. And to be honest with you, I learned a lot. Don't get me wrong. During those time periods, I had mild success here and there. I would have times when I'd enroll people and get some things going, and then that would fizzle out and whatnot. And I was really searching for that duplication. And it wasn't until Michael, I connected with you, and I definitely thank you every single day for this, is that you brought this across my desk. I saw the power of it. I saw the leverage in the compensation. I saw people duplicating and having success. That's what I wanted for myself. That's what I wanted for my team and for the people that I'm working with, is for them to share in the success. That's what it's really about. I mean, we're like a small community here, like a small family, and we all are here to help each other. That's the key. We are a team. What does a team do? A team comes together, for the same cause, and that's for all of us to achieve success. I don't want you to be misguided by some other things you see out there. This is not like some sort of team build, but it's a team building upon the fundamentals of business. The fundamentals of business is that you need to do marketing, you need to do advertising, you need to apply yourself, you need to build yourself up personally. And with all that said, I'm moving forward. My team is growing. People under me are having success. And just how Michael said yesterday, he woke up. He got to live his life and enjoy some quality time with his daughter. I likewise today got to wake up and mid-morning experience a wonderful email. I was hoping I could just share. Michael, would you mind if I just shared my screen for a quick second? Would that be possible? I just wanted to show you what kind of email that came into my email box. Do you see it? Everyone see my screen? All right. So this was today's. Came to me from PayPal. $3,500 commission that came into my PayPal. And I'm not sharing this just to this is not to brag or to say look what I'm doing, or this is. Let me stop sharing. This is really just to say, look what's possible. I didn't think that was possible, but it is. And how is from following a system. I mean, Michael, I give you and Tom a lot of credit. You guys put a lot of things in place ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? You set up the game plan, and as like just like in the game of football, I guess 90% of the work is done off the field. Come game day, it's about implementing the plan. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing here, is that we are implementing the plan that the leaders have put in place. And what I love about this team more than anything is the amount of leaders. I mean, six-figure earners who are teaching this team. So, if you had to go one by one to each one of these people and maybe take one of their courses or do that, you'd be spending a significant amount of money, which would be worth it. But being a part of this type of environment that's been created, you're getting all of that firsthand training of what's working, and follow along. And I tell people under me all the time, it's about being consistent and persistent. Daily actions. Take those daily actions that will lead you to success. So with that said, I'm ecstatic to be here. I love what we've put together. I love where we're going, the vision of the team. And if anyone listening out there, I really urge you to get back to the person who invited you and definitely get those questions answered and get started. We want you here. We want to build you up, and I'm here to support anyone on any part of any aspect of this team. So thank you for having me, Michael.
Yeah, definitely. You brought up a few good points there. The amount of six-figure people really does blow me away. I need to make a list of them here pretty soon because they just keep coming in. And we just had two more big guys come in this week. We actually have seven-figure guys too. We got like 2 7-figure guys on this team, and it's growing like wildfire. We're literally weeks old. I don't even know how many weeks, maybe 10 weeks, 12 weeks, and we're up to like 600 people now in our group. And the amount of of these guys contributing, like you said, they come with their own training, they come with their own systems. So you come in, it's like a la carte. You have a choice of the system that vibes with you, the choice of the marketing strategy that vibes with you, and there's no shortage of any of that. That's the part that I love, because that's what we really focus on. You hear things about rotators and about teams, team builds and rotators. And the problem with those types of things, we have a rotator as well, but we really don't market it because, those type of things tend to attract, lazy people. They tend to attract people that are looking to just sit on their butt and get something, someone else to do something for them. Get a system to build a business for them. And I can tell you right now, it's not around. It's not possible. It's not possible to plug into a system like that. It's possible to make things easier, right? Have certain aspects of your business on autopilot, but bottom line, you have to build your business. All right? You have to learn how to build your business, because what happens if the rotator blows up, right? Something happens, and you're left with a team of people who don't know how to do anything. They're all going to be sitting there like a deer in the headlights, So we focus on teaching you a skill, teaching you how to build your own business, okay? How to build your own business so you don't have to depend on your sponsor. You don't have to depend on rotators. You don't have to depend on anything. If that stuff comes in, it's all bonus. It's all a bonus. If you make a sale from a rotator, it's a bonus sale. If you get a pass up or an upgrade, it's all bonus stuff, right? You want to be able to build your own business. And if you get a group of people that think like that, if you got 4, 5, 6, 12 people underneath you that all think like that, you'll never have to work again. You can build multiple six figures with just a small handful of people that have that attitude. You don't need hundreds of people, right? You just need a small handful of people all willing to do the right thing. You can write your own ticket, So those are some good points there. All right, let's go over to Kurt. And Kurt's a guy, who's been in this for a while as well. He's had his ups and downs. So Kurt, why don't you tell us, what's been going on, before you found this, and how it's been going since you got in, and what do you like about it?
Awesome, thanks, Michael. Well, guys, my name is Kurt Tashi, and I've actually been in the home business industry, network marketing industry, since probably about 1988, and I actually started out with Amway, like a lot of people in the industry probably have. And I was in and out of the industry for a while. I jumped from company to company. Never really saw any type of success. Never really signed up more than a couple of people in my business. And then I got into the online marketing industry in about 2001, and struggled so much just to get any results. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to build a business properly, and started out looking at different opportunities. And something that Michael brought up earlier about what we're doing is that you can break even on your first sale, which is a really big thing, because I was in an opportunity when I first got online, and to break even on that, it was a low-cost opportunity. It was pretty low ticket, but to break even, I would have had to had 10 people on my team just to break even. So that shows you the contrast there between what I was doing back then and now. But like I was saying, I struggled so much here and there trying to figure things out. And then finally I met my friend Tom through another company, and we did a few things, worked a few projects together, did well on a few of those. I actually met Michael through another company that Tom and I were both in. But for a while, I was really, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what to do. So I wanted to focus on one thing, because I kept jumping around. Everything that I was doing was working okay, but nothing was having really great success. So I finally got into one thing, and I was, I'm just going to focus on this and not do anything else. And I was focusing, and no matter what I was doing, I just could not get any conversions. I could not get any people. I'm not going to blame the company or the products. I'm not blaming myself. I didn't know what to do. I was not getting anywhere. And then I saw Tom kept talking about NWC and what he was doing. And like Michael was mentioning, Tom was saying that he was making $2,000 a month, and then the next day he got another few sales, and then a few days later he was making $5,000 a month, and so on and so on and so forth. And a quick disclaimer here, Tom did have a large network to work with, so it was easier for him. However, I know that since I saw him doing it, I see people like Frank and Michael doing it, I know that it's possible. So the biggest challenge that Michael brought up earlier was the fact that when you get into a new business, you're in panic mode because you're concerned with, okay, I need to make enough to pay for this and not pay out of my own pocket every month. So that was my thing, is for the first opportunity I had back in when I first started online, where I had to find 10 people to break even. That was just so stressful. And then everything else that I had to find all these different, I had to find, between, 3 to 5, 6, 7, even 10 people just to break even. Well, with this, having the fact that you break even on your first sale, I was able to cover all my costs within about 48 to 72 hours of starting. And the reason for that is because of all the training and the support that our team is giving. You'll find things on here from, it doesn't matter, you'll find a marketing strategy that resonates with you. Like Michael was saying, we have so many different 6- and 7-figure earners coming on here, and people that have all these different training strategies. They're all donating their strategies. If you like to use Facebook, you'll find a strategy for that. You'll find strategies for using things like Pinterest and Instagram and Craigslist, and you'll find paid marketing strategies. Anything that resonates with you, that you can really vibe with, And again, it's all about not so much about making a ton of income, which is something we all want. Okay, if anyone says it's not about the money at all, they're lying to you. Money is a factor, of course, but the biggest thing that I get from being part of this team and part of this company is the education, the personal development, like Frank was talking about, personal development, the business development, and the wealth development. Those are the 3 focuses of our 3 residual income levels. Okay, so even if you're part of another company, for example, okay, and you can come into NWC, even if you're just joining just to learn, okay, just to learn from the products. This is going to take your life and business to a whole new level, okay? So what you need to do right now is there's going to be a button down below this video, okay? Click that button and just get started, or get back with the person who introduced you to, who brought you to this webinar for more information, because they're going to be there to back you up, to support you. I'm going to be. I don't even care if like Frank was saying, it doesn't matter what team you're on, or who you join, okay, or which part of our team you join. Whether or not Michael brought you in, or I brought you in, or Frank, or anybody else, okay, we will be here to support you and to guide you along the way. So with that, that's all I've got to say, and I hand it over back to you, Mike.
Think it's the least amount of.
Okay, Kurt. Thank you. Looks like we got John beaming in from the farmers market over there.
Indeed. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you pretty good. Can you hear us?
All right, great. Look, you guys. Sorry for the background. It's been a long day of relaxing with my daughter.
Well,
so let me just say, for anyone out there who is thinking about joining us, who is wondering whether or not this is the real deal, the bottom line here is that with our Decide Freedom team, what you're going to get is a step-by-step plan of action that is going to give you the opportunity and the ability to quite literally create money on demand from anywhere that you happen to be, like I am right now over here at the farmers market. The bottom line here is what you're getting is the experience, is the leadership, or the systems that are going to enable you to literally create cash flow on demand. And if there's anything else that I can say before I hop off of here, is that all you got to do is take a look at the results, take a look at the leadership, take a look at what people have been able to do, and understand and realize that we're just getting started. We are just getting started. If you go ahead and engage with us, go ahead and sign on the dotted line, go ahead and join our movement, that could be a very impactful, not only on a financial basis, but on a time freedom basis. You know, being able to stay at home because I earn 100% of my money online is a blessing. If you don't want to have a job where you have to report to, well, guess what? That is an option here. If you just want to earn a additional $1,000 to $5,000 to $10,000 a month on top of you having that JOB, well, guess what? That's the opportunity here. It's totally and 100% up to you. The bottom line is that there's a world of opportunity, and all that you have to do is say yes, click the button, join our team, and I will see you inside of our group. Guys, I'm gonna go back and chill some more. We'll touch base soon, man.
thanks for coming on, John. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, so that was John. He just kind of piped in from the farmers market there. That was cool. You know, and again, it just goes to show you the leaders. He's a six-figure guy. He's one of the guys that just joined us recently, about a week or so ago. You know, the spotlight is on this business, but not only this business, this team. You know, this team is making waves. People are hearing about it. They're getting excited about it. They're plugging into everything, and they're having success. So we just had another last-minute person join us here, Holly. Holly, basically all we're doing here today is just kind of talking about, what we were doing before this and what got us excited about NWC and why we joined it. So if you want to go ahead and give us your 2 cents there, we'd love to hear it.
Very cool. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I was also running around and I didn't have the Wi-Fi to hop on like John did. That was way cool though. So yeah, National Wealth Center has been absolutely life-changing. I can truly say that with every single bit of energy that I have inside of me. Before I started National Wealth Center, I was very driven to succeed in the online space, but I didn't quite have the skills. I didn't have the people around me supporting me. I frankly didn't really know what the heck I was doing. I was just kind of running and falling, but I just kept on getting back up. So I was doing a lot of affiliates, trying to figure out exactly something that was going to fit me, something that I could automate and leverage, because I'm also a single mom. I'm at home all the time with my kids, so I needed something that was going to work on a time frame with me. And that's when I started noticing all the stuff that was going on with the National Wealth Center and all the attention that it started getting, and particularly our team. Right, I saw Tom was having results and Mike was having results, and I was like, I need to take a look at this, see what this is, for one, and how could it benefit me and my family. So I just dived in. I started going straight through the training that we provide in our team, and I literally, guys, and I didn't really even converge even to you, Michael. When I started National Wealth Center, I literally had like $34 in my account. I borrowed the money from somebody else just to join, because it was in the middle of a lot of crazy things. And since it's been like maybe a month, I'm making a multiple four-figure residual income. I'm fully at home with my kids. Having to go and get a job was not something that I had to go do. So I can literally say, and it's just going up. Like, people are joining every day. I'm getting, up to 5, 6, 7 members a week, and I never had that before. And I think it's truly because we have the systems in place. We have greatness surrounding our team. I mean, we're just like, we're all winning. And when you have everyone that's coming together with a winning mentality and willing to help each other out and, do the training that we have and just the tools and everything that we have, success, if you really, really want it, everything is here with this program. We just lay it out so perfect that even just the newbie of newbies who keep falling on your face, but if you're determined, you can get back up, and when you can plug into the right people and the right systems, things are going to start happening. So I'm super excited about this team, what we're doing here. If you're watching this and you're still trying to make a decision and you're not quite sure, you know what? Sometimes you got to just take a chance on your dreams and just go for it. And when you want it and you know it's in your heart, it'll happen. So just take that risk and click that button below and just get all in and do it. That'll change your life. Well, it could change your life. It changed mine.
That's what I love about these hangouts, because you always get a cross section of, a few different types of people, coming from all different kinds of backgrounds, and and I love that story, how that you just told, how you didn't even have the money, you had to borrow it to get in. You're a single mom, 5 kids, and you needed to find a way to make it happen, and and because of how. I was telling before you got on, I was telling everybody how one of the cool things that makes this cool is the fact that you can get to break even with your first sale.
Yeah, totally.
So
it's like a no-brainer. Like, okay, well.
Yeah, I mean, like the next day you're like, here's the money I borrowed from you back. It's like, it's really amazing that can happen, and and we've got all kinds of stories like that. We've got complete newbies coming in and making their first dollar, people that have struggled other places coming here and having success, 6-figure people, 7-figure people, jumping in and adding their flavor to it and making it go, through the stratosphere. The amount of, I know we've said it already a few times, but the amount of talent we have on this team is just, I bet if you added up all the years, it'd probably be like 1,000 years of experience. If you added up all the years of the guys that we have on here, I mean, it's like, it's really crazy. So, we do a lot of things. Like, for instance, the page that you're on, we don't just do training. We create tools and systems. The page that you're on right now is one of the tools. If you're watching this on one of the pages that the team members gave you, we have 2 of them out there right now. The way they both work is they're coded to the person that sent you there. Everybody gets their own individual page that they can, market. So we do this call or this hangout every Tuesday at 9 o'clock. So you can market this page not just for the live hangouts on Tuesday, but right after this hangout, the recording is then hosted on this page. So you can send traffic to this page, all week long, every day, and the buttons are going to be coded to you. So when when your prospects are watching and they finally decide, you know what, I'm going to do it, they hit that button, they're joining your team. Okay? We get on, we tell the stories, we do the trainings, we help convert for you, and all you got to do is share the page out with people. This is just, one of the things that happens. Now, when you join us, it's going to be really quick process, right? After you join, what's going to happen is, first of all, we're going to add you to the Facebook group, which I've already said we're closing, 600 people. I think we have like 595 right now. I'm sure we'll crack 600 before the day is out. So 600 people and growing fast. You get plugged right into there. Okay, what's cool about that? A lot of things. First thing is, say if you can't get a hold of your sponsor, your sponsor's busy, that they're at work, if they still have a job, they're out enjoying their family, like Frank and I did yesterday, you can go into that group, ask your question, and there's hundreds of people there, okay, hundreds that can come in and help answer your question, right? So you have that support. We also have a file section there where we have some great training and tips and other little tools and things in there. Also, you're going to get a welcome page, right? It's either going to be a form of a welcome page or a membership site. We have a couple different ways that we do it. For me, it's a welcome page, and it just details exactly what you need to do to get plugged in, to get into the training, and to get going. There's no mystery. When you're done walking through those steps, you've got your business set up and you're ready to rock. And the cool thing is, you got a page just like that for you, okay, that you can go and give out to your people. So the second you sign them up, you don't have to sit there and go, okay, do this, do that, do this, do that. You just sign them up, boom, you give them the page, and they're off and running, okay? They may have questions. Not everybody is the same level of technical skill. So some people are just going to grab that and run. Some people are going to have some questions. You just answer them, or the group answers them. It's that simple. So what you need to do, to get in all this and to get into this group, to plug into the group, plug into the training, plug into our success, click that button. You click that button, you'll join the person that sent you here. Get in, get plugged in, and let's do this, because I'm telling you what, right now is the absolute best time of the year to be doing this, all right, to be doing this online business, because everybody just came off of the summer vacation. They're spending a lot. They spent a lot of money there that they're looking to recoup. On this side of the fence, you've got the holidays creeping closer and closer and closer. I mean, it's like 110 days to New Year's Eve, all right? Let that sink in for a minute. And it's even less for Christmas and Thanksgiving and and all the birthdays that are going to come. I mean, this time of the year, people are really looking for a way, to supplement their income. And then comes January, right? Right after that, people are filing their taxes, getting their tax returns, and looking for businesses to invest, right? I mean, it's so easy to do this business right now because there's so many people looking. There's so many people, and all you have to do is show them something that's real. Okay, show them something that converts. Show them something that's duplicatable. Show them a team that they can plug in and get help. I mean, there's three things that people, that are in people's heads, and it's probably in your head right now, that if you can take care of these, people are going to join you. And that's, is this for real? Can I do it? And are you going to help me? If you can answer those three things, you have a very high chance that they're going to join you. And through this process, through these hangouts, through the funnels that we have, we answer all those questions. Okay, we answer them all. And that's one of the reasons why we're having such a high success rate, because we focus on that stuff. And then we deliver in the back end. We don't just talk about it. We don't just preach it. We deliver on the back end, with the training that's back there. So I think that's it. We're going to cut it short here. It's probably the shortest hangout we've done in a long time, but it was perfect. Everybody told their stories. John came in at the right time. Holly came in at the right time. It was perfect. So that's it, guys. Have a great night. Get back to your families. Hit the button, join, and I can't. All of us, we cannot wait to work with you. Okay. See you on the inside. Goodbye, everybody.